How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Back here with another video, a WWF rundown. It's going to be for the debut edition of Monday Night Raw, which Raw took the place of a show called Primetime Wrestling, which ran on the Monday night time slot from 85 through January 4th of 93. Primetime Wrestling, that was just another, basically, it started out, it just showed various matches from, you know, weeks and, a couple months back. Basically, like, they just showed you matches from a lot of different places, a lot of different tapings. So, but yeah, Monday Night Raw replaced Primetime Wrestling. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. The debut edition of Monday Night Raw took place Monday, January 11th, 1993, from the Manhattan Center, New York City, New York, and it aired live. Your announcers were Vince McMahon, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Rob Bartlett. Monday Night Raw started off with an outdoor segment. An introduction by Sean Mooney, with Bobby the Brain Heenan then appearing, and Mooney saying he had been replaced on the show with Rob Bartlett. Mooney then told Heenan that all the tickets were sold out and he could not get into the building. And we had the Monday Night Raw music video. Very first match in Monday Night Raw history was Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji pinned the Birdman Koko Beware with the backsplash in the corner and a bonsai drop at 346. Prior to the bout, Rob Bartlett said Yoko had an ass like an amphitheater. Then they had an ad for the 1993 Royal Rumble. And we had comments from Bobby the Brain Heenan. He talked about Narcissist. The Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott Steiner, defeated the Executioners, who were Dwayne Gill and Barry Hardy, at 3:01 when Scott scored the pinfall following the top rope bulldog. During the match, Doink the Clown was shown walking through the crowd. Another outdoor segment in which Moody found that a security guard had detained a female who claimed to be Bartlett's aunt. Moments later, Mooney took off the wig to reveal her as Bobby the Brain Heenan. So far, Heenan's 0 for 2 trying to get into the Manhattan Center. Vince McMahon conducted an in-ring interview with the bad guy Razor Ramon regarding his upcoming match at the Royal Rumble against Bret Hart, during which Razor said Hart had been in the WWF for 8.5 years, well, it only took him 8.5 months. Moments later, footage was shown from WWF Mania of Razor attacking Owen. Razor then said Hart couldn't do anything about him taking the WWF World Heavyweight title. Promo. The Native American Tatanka did a headlock on Hunger promo. First title match in the history of Raw. WWF Intercontinental title match. WWF Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels pinned Max Moon with the reversal into a side suplex at 7:54. During the bout, the Clown appeared at ringside. Then we had an ad for WWF Mania. Royal Rumble Report, hosted by Mean Gene Okerlund. We have promos from WWF Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, Mr. Perfect, Yokozuna and Mr. Fuji, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Another outdoor segment in which Mooney spoke with a Jewish man trying to get into the building, with it then again being Bobby the Brain Heenan. So the Brain is now 0 for 3 trying to get into the Manhattan Center. Then we had some footage from Superstars, January 9th, 1993. Slick stood up for Kamala against Kimchi and Harvey Whitman, with Kamala chopping Kimchi to the floor and chasing Whitman backstage. After Kimchi struck Slick, then the main event, the very first ever Monday Night Raw, was The Undertaker with Paul Bearer, pinned from the outer reaches of your mind. Damien Demento with Tombstone at 225. During the bout, it was announced Mr. Perfect would face Papa Shango, Ric Flair would face Tito Santana, and WWF Heavyweight Champion Bret Hart would appear for an interview the following week. Vince McMahon conducting a closing ringside interview with Doink about Crush's threats. If Doink didn't stop making kids cry, moments later, Crush walked out and warned Doink, then chased him around the ring. Moments later, Crush slid into the ring, and his music played as Doink laughed from ringside. And the closing segment to end the very first Monday Night Raw, Heenan was finally allowed in the building, just as the show ended. And that was the rundown for the first ever Monday Night Raw. So until my next video, peace out.